welcome back. It is time to get that beach bod ready, as before you know it, you'll be taking a dip in that pool once again. So what are some of the best ways to get in the best shape this summer? We've got someone here who can talk to you about that. For some tips, we're joined by owner of Berkley Fit Body Boot Camp, Barrett Henson. Barrett, thank you for being with us this morning.
I appreciate you having me.
With the boot camp, I'm sure you're usually up this early, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit. So I like to say we like to see our clients, nice, dark, and early. When
There
they
you go,
come
just
in.
getting after it in the morning. So we're in May.
Yeah.
We're getting into summer. So first question that I have, people usually are focusing on fitness and food. Is one more important than the other, or do you really have to worry about both at the same time?
It's a combination.
Okay.
Really. And I think that's, for the most part in fitness, people try and get on one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, I'm going to outrun, or I'm going to go and work out and work all this off. The reality is you can't outrun your fork. You can't outwork or outtrain a poor diet. They have to be a great synergistic relationship. And it doesn't mean all or nothing. You got to have a little balance in there too, because human beings, we like a little variety at times.
Sure.
So we have to, plan for that. But I always remind this to our clients, like when you're at home, when you're by yourself, like that's when you should be on track, like really, really on track. Focus there. So that
I feel like that's when people lose track, though, right? When you're by yourself, I feel like people are really like, what should I do to curb my boredom, or do I get outside? Do I stay indoors? We're in the summer, which I think helps people a lot, getting outside. But what is it about accountability? How should you keep yourself accountable?
That's actually it. That to us is our secret sauce. Yeah, we're 30 minutes, and it's really, really quick from a workout perspective. But with accountability, the American Society of Training and Development talks about this. If you have an accountability partner, you are 65% more likely to hit your goal. Now, if you have regularly scheduled check-ins, like coming in for workouts, you're 95% more likely to hit your goal. So find your accountability partner. For us, it's usually your friends who you're working out with, but it could be a virtual accountability partner, a friend who maybe not be in the same city. You can have text messages and things like that. At the end of the day, it's about helping you hold yourself accountable, but also at the same time, helping your friends do it too.
What about moms and dads and those people working 50 to 60-hour work weeks looking to get into shape or stay in shape, and they need that workout? I know you said it's a short workout at the boot camp, but how do you fit in that time into someone's day that's that busy?
Man, it is tough. And like parents, I have such a high level of respect, because all of a sudden, you got a 2, 3, 12-year-old, even 18-year-old, let's be serious, who is going to kind of take over your day sometimes. The best thing I look at is when you plan your schedule and you put that in, like an appointment like you would have with the doctor or any other appointment that you have in life, you anchor that on your calendar. You're the CEO of your life. Like bosses don't cancel. So if you put that in, and really, I say this 3 times a week, that's the benchmark, every other day. It's not every day you have to be doing something. You should try and get a walk, a bike ride, things like that.
Yeah.
But every other day for a workout, that's perfect, especially for that high, trafficked person or busy person.
So I've kind of run into this plateau. I'm sure a lot of people at home have too. You work out for maybe 3, 4, 5 weeks. And then, at least in my case, there's a week where I'm super busy. I take off. I kind of forget about it. I'm back down to square one.
Yeah.
Is there a sweet spot to when you can get into that rhythm, you can find your calendar and be able to be like, okay, I've been working out this long. It should be second nature now for the workouts?
Oh, it's interesting. It's the, what Newton's first law, body in motion stays in motion. We want to make sure that we continue to kind of stoke that flame. And again, that goes back to accountability, because traditionally after about 3, 4 weeks, like you're high, motivation is fleeting.
Yeah.
But habit is what keeps you going. Making sure that you do schedule your workouts. And that's the habit that I tell our clients to do, because once when your motivation fades, like your systems or your habits, they'll take over. And for someone who is in that, hey, I'm feeling like I'm plateauing, or maybe I lost a little fire, like when you have it on your calendar, you're going to make sure that you do it, which is important.
Losing weight is tough. I mean, the schedule is tough, and results don't come immediate either.
No.
I think a lot of people usually expect to see, hey, I've been working out for a week, 2 weeks. I haven't seen maybe weight loss. I haven't seen my body look any different. How does that play into someone's role in working out?
That's a great point. And we see that a lot, especially now. We live in the era of instant gratification. Everything you want, hey, I don't know this? Let me Google it right now, right? You pull it up on your phone. That's what we've conditioned ourselves to be. I heard this Usain Bolt quote that, he said, I trained 4 years of my life to run 9 seconds, and people get mad when they don't see a result in a month. Yeah, that's very, very true. When you hear it like that,
Yeah.
that stings a little bit.
Puts it into perspective for
But
sure.
it is a little bit of delayed gratification, and that's why I say fall in love with the system. If you fall in love with the system, the result, the outcome, it'll come because you'll rise to the level of your systems.
Yeah, and the system at your boot camp clearly is working too. Before we let you go, you have a nonprofit. It's beautiful. We were talking about it in the break. Tell me what it is. It's with kids, but tell people at home really what they can expect here.
It's my gift, and all throughout the year we do fundraising events, and we just finished a pie in the face fundraiser for our coaches. It was awesome. Our clients got to pay to pie us in the face. We do a silent auction throughout. We do different accountability programs, all for the purpose of raising funds for my gift, which is all about providing a better holiday for kids in need, but for foster kids specifically who, hey, it's a tough go. And I grew up in a single family household, and for me that's near and dear because this was a little tough sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Single parent household, yeah?
I did, yeah, for sure. And for me, that's why focusing on those kids in need
and giving back now.
That hits a little bit home for me, for sure. But it's something that my 6, 7-year-old self will be super proud of, and I love it. Because for us, like that little magical moment that we can provide around the holiday season, that'll carry. And from my experience, you'll remember that, and it's the emotion that people remember, and that's what we're all about is delivering hope, through the year. So it's a beautiful
memories
thing.
still last a lifetime.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barrett.
Yeah.
Barrett Henson here with the Berkley Fit Body Boot Camp. Thank you for joining us this morning, Barrett. I'll let you get back to your workout, right?
I'll try.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.